Learning the freeze and fight training method as a skinny guy will literally 10 times your gains, okay? Too many skinny guys are going to the gym and just making absolutely zero progress because they're making this one classic mistake. And don't worry, we've all been there and done that. Look at how I used to train, right? Watch this video. There's so many moving parts. There are so many moving parts going on right here. I'm twerking a little bit, my knees are like dipping in a little bit, my hands are coming up, my back is dipping in. And it's not just on that exercise, this is how I used to train on everything. And this is how most guys still train, right? Like on this video here, there is so much moving. There's so many different things happening. There's, again, that like little ass twerk, there's knee wobble, there's back movement, there's a dipping in. And the problem is, when you're training like this, there's so many different muscle groups getting involved that the tension is getting spread everywhere. It's not on one specific muscle group. And if you're trying to grow a muscle group, man, you need all the fucking tension from that exercise hitting that one muscle group and nowhere else. So here's what we need to do. We need to learn to go into like a fucking meditative state when we're in a set, where we freeze every other fucking body part and just move the one that we're trying to work, right? Look at these lateral raises. Everything else on my body, except that hand that I'm just fiddling around with, right? It gets stable and then it's stuck. It's solid. There is nada else moving. And what it means is, if we can freeze every other part of our body, right, and then just fight on that one fucking part that we're trying to grow, in this it's the side delt, it means all of the tension during this exercise is going to that side delt. Even when the reps really start to get hard towards the end of the set, right, and I have to start fighting, the rest of my body stays still. That side delt is taking all of that stimulus. What usually happens in this position now is guys start moving and letting other body parts get involved. Sit in that pain, sit in that discomfort, don't move anything else, right? Be in like a meditative state where you are just calm. On the inside, you're as calm as possible. You're not going to move anything. You're not going to let this set go to shit. You are literally just going to sit there and sit in this discomfort on this one muscle group that you're putting all of the tension on. Every other body part that's there is still. Everything else is frozen. It's like everything else, you can't control it. There is only this one arm that you can move, and that's it. Nothing else fucking moves, right? Once you're stable once, you don't move anything else then. I would even take it to this extremes that here, I'm bad because I'm tapping this foot a little bit. That's moving a little bit. I don't want anything else to move. Nothing else should be moving. If it's my shoulder that's trying to work, let's just fucking move the shoulder, okay? One example and one muscle group that guys do this notoriously bad with and they just move everything is legs, right? Put them on a hack squat, which if you do a hack squat properly with your feet really low, it's one hell of a painful sensation. You'll see guys on this machine with their bum coming off, they'll be wobbling, their arms will be going all over the shop, right? It's painful, and so they move, they let the tension go to other muscle groups. If you're doing this properly, literally nothing else should be moving except those knees. Like knees go forwards over the toes, knees come back. Knees go forwards over the toes, you get a really deep stretch, and then you push back up. But every other muscle group should be frozen. Everything else should be fucking still. It's only that one muscle group that you're trying to absolutely tense the shit out of and put the most stimulus you possibly can on. That should be the only muscle group that is moving, okay? So that's the method. We freeze every other muscle group, every other arm, every other part of your body that is not getting involved in this movement. We make sure we're stable, then we freeze, and then with that one muscle group that is working, we fight. We absolutely fight for every rep it's got. And we go until, not when our mind says we stop, when our body says we stop, right? Don't go to the point when your brain starts saying, oh mate, we're done, because you will still have 3 reps in the tank. When your body is saying, that's not moving anymore. Like for example, on these lateral raises, right, towards the end of this set, that's not moving anywhere. And that's my body telling me that. That is not my brain. My brain was saying 2 reps ago, you're done, stop, you're done. Here, that's my body. There is nothing that I could have possibly physically done to get that up again. And I even go for another rep just to test, was it really my body or was it my brain? It was my body. You have to be in this position, freeze everything else, and fight for those reps and let your body be the thing that fails. Right, go make awesome games. See you in a bit.